Hello, I wanted to show you guys tonight a project, an old project, but it's still one of my favorite ones I've done, um, and I think it's worth taking a look at. This is my Bespin Final Duel playset. I think I made this back in, oh my gosh, 2020, I think, maybe 2019, um, 2021, something like that. It's been a while, and it's honestly one of my favorite play sets, and I would love to. I need to print this one out because I never hadn't had a chance or space really to display something like this. But it's a huge play set. But the thing about it is, this is a very modular playset, and I had a lot of fun making it. I have a lot of different little areas in the playset for people to um, for figures to kind of stand and like interact. So yeah, so we'll start here. So let's kind of walk through the playset, and I'll just kind of show you some different spots. So on the back end, this is the section of that um, outrigging tower that we see Luke and Vader fighting in, and right here in the base, I kind of wanted to take up some space and put something interesting here. And so this is the tunnel that Luke finds himself in um, when he is trying to get away from Vader. This is the one that has that gate that closes down behind him, and he like slides through, and then eventually he comes out into the window room that they fight in, and he gets thrown out that window. So again, not it's just like a little fun space. It's not accurate because I believe the room is somewhere like way up here. But yeah. So anyway, so he comes in and like falls out of here, and you could probably set up a nice little scene or something with Luke walking through here, and then um, in here is one of the control rooms that Luke is going through and trying to evade Vader. Um, it right here is going to be the walkway that he hangs off of and crawls back up on after he fell out of the window. Um, and then he walks around this way and then tries to go back into here. And I believe Vader basically confronts him and forces him back onto the walkway, the catwalk. And these walkways are actually modular, so if you wanted to like lengthen this, you could. You could just lengthen it out if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to shorten and just attach this piece onto the base, you could also do that. And then with the way that I set up these um, stands, you can actually stand or put these pieces by themselves, and so they don't have to actually connect to anything else. So this is like the first section, this will be the second section, and then right here is going to be where that battle, the Luke, I am your father, takes place. And so here this is bigger than the one that Hasbro came out with. It's a little more to actual scale. And so I took a lot of the details, just kind of going frame by frame, copying and recreating a lot of like the floor textures. Like there's 5 vents on the floor. There's this great texture here on the steps. There's like even like a great texture there on the steps. So really just trying to pay attention to like what's going on. Um, and then right here I have interchangeable little pylons. So if you want the one where it's cut, you can have that. If you want the one that's not cut, you can have that. And then right here is where he gets backed out onto this antenna. And so the antenna has space for him to crawl out onto and stand and yell about it's not being true, yada, yada, yada. And then I recreated what looks to me to be a model rocket sitting on the side of this antenna. and yeah, so he can like hang on and then eventually like, you know, fall to his likely death. Everything has a stand at the base of it, so you know we have these little pieces here, and then like even this one has a little stand here, and to be honest, like this is probably not going to support the weight of this antenna, but this is made to really more just steady it, um, whereas it does hook fully into um, the platform right here, and then it gets held up that way. So anyway, so it is a pretty cool project. I really enjoyed making this, and honestly, I'd love to see this thing get printed out. I want to print it out at some point when I get some space. I think put together, I think it's about 3, 4 feet long from one end to the other. Um, so yeah, if you like it, let me know. If you want to get access to it, you know, check out the Patreon and Cults 3D and CG Trader. But anyway, yeah, so hope you enjoy it. Thanks.